Well, that's the line right there. It really does take some getting used to.
Yeah,
that was
right?
Madeline Montgomery reporting, and Jonathan is here because we have record potential for record-breaking temperatures.
And it looks like the records will fall. I mean, you know, you expect this in August, but the thing is that it just kind of takes you by surprise. It's April, and we're talking 90 degrees, right?
Yes.
So, okay, so here's the deal. We're going to be dealing with the potential, as Jobina was saying, of record-breaking heat. In fact, I believe that we are going to be seeing record-breaking heat threatened for this week. 87 is our forecast high for today, by the way, and our record standing for the day is 87. And I think we could have a three-peat of broken records here for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Look at that. Back in 1896, those records there on Thursday and Friday. And guess what? Grover Cleveland was our president when those were set, and we could be threatening those. So 90 degrees on Friday and Saturday is our forecasted high. And by the way, that will be our first time hitting 90 this season, and that is way ahead of when it should be. On our average first 90, that's usually June 2nd. So we're going to beat that by like 6 weeks. And it also breaks previous records of the earliest 90-degree readings from back on April 23rd of 1980. So it could be our first and earliest 90-degree record in history. And only 4 days in April have reached 90 degrees or higher in the month. So tips to keep you cool this time of year. Well, usually it'd be, I guess, August, but here in April now. Stay hydrated, wear lightweight, light-colored clothes, stay inside in the air conditioning as much as possible, close curtains and blinds to keep your rooms nice and cool, and of course, never, ever leave kids and pets in parked cars. You can quickly reach lethal type temperatures in a locked area like that within minutes. All right, we've got much more with team coverage on this with Troy in a couple of minutes.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much. And with that, we're bringing in meteorologist Jonathan Myers to break down this record-breaking temperature that we may be seeing.
Yeah, and you know, around here, summertime is long.
Yeah.
So adding a few more weeks to it, how about that,
my
right?
feelings are hurt.
So here we go. We're going to have to deal with some records. That's how it's looking. I think we're going to be tying records for today, Jobina. Our record for the day today is 87 from back in 1972. I think we're going to tie that and then probably get a break, three-peat. Looks like for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, probably hitting our first 90 of the year here for Friday and Saturday as well. Troy and I have been working on this forecast day after day, and it's just looking plain old hot. And by the way, 1896, interesting, that is when Henry Ford released his first vehicle, the quadricycle. All right, so it's been a long time since we've had this type of heat around here. Now, this 90 for the first time this season, yes, that's nearly 6 weeks ahead of schedule. Our average date of our first 90-degree reading is usually June 2nd. And if we do hit 90 on Friday, this will break the previous record of the earliest 90-plus reading. That was from back in April 23rd of 1980. That's like, I wasn't even born yet. Man. And neither was Troy. 4 days in recorded history have reached 90 or higher during the month of April. So it is very notable. You really have to slow down, drink plenty of water, make sure that your blinds and your shades are closed in your room or in your apartment or in your house. Keeps things a little bit cooler. And of course, you have to make sure that pets and kids are not left in vehicles with this type of heat. Really, you got to kind of treat this more like August than April. It's really going to kind of take some of us, I think, off guard. And of course, Troy's going to have all the numbers for you.